welcome back to the channel. As always, your host King Life Drain, and I want to start this video off with a big fat apology. I'm sorry for all who have wondered where I've been the past 2 months. I know you're tired of hearing this excuse, but it's life. Life really has been getting in the way. Home life, work life, social life. Things like that have really taken away from taken a cut out of my time for recording and streaming. And unfortunately, to add on top of that, I really haven't felt much of the motivation to do it. It's really been stressing me out because my job has taken away my motivation somewhat because I'm always working, and when I'm not working, I'm usually sleeping, or when I'm sleeping, I'm up playing. And when I'm playing, I should be recording, but like I said, I haven't been feeling the motivation lately, and it's terrible. But luckily, I mean, I want to get back. So the only way to beat, the lack of motivation is to do it. And by essentially forcing myself to do it, I have refound that motivation to make videos. So again, I'm sorry to anyone who has wondered where I've been and all that. So
According to Vanguard reports,
I appreciate your patience, and I'm happy to see the amount of people that have stayed with me.
We better move.
Moving on from the soppy, violin song. It is Year 2 Destiny, and Year 2 Destiny has brought a breath of fresh air into the lungs of us players from Year 1. Now, I know there are kindergartens out there who are just starting, Year 2. They haven't really experienced the game before. So, essentially, this video goes out to all of my Year 1 Guardians. Year 2 has been great. It has brought many positive things with it. It has brought new weapons. It has brought the new enemy, the Taken, which I find fun. It has brought a new area to explore, the Dreadnought. It has brought a new raid, and one of my favorites, it has brought a fresh, new Crucible experience. And that's where I want to start. I want to start this with the Crucible. The Crucible is a breath of fresh air. And that's what I'm going to be referring to a lot of this stuff as a breath of fresh air, because what it is. The Crucible is a breath of fresh air, because I've only been killed by Thorn 4 times. Yeah, 4 times. I have been killed by auto rifles and pulse rifles more than anything. Pulse rifles still being, in season, of course, I'm not surprised. But the amount of auto rifle kills that I have been killed by, even scout rifles. But my main focus is auto rifles. Auto rifles have become balanced in a way. I mean, they're not where I would like them to be, but they're balanced. And it's amazing to be able to feel competitive when using an auto rifle. It feels amazing to outshoot a last word from medium range because it doesn't have that effect. It's amazing to shoot a Thorn because Thorn doesn't have the bite it has. Hell, it even feels amazing to outshoot a Bad Juju or a Red Death because it's because of my weapon skill. Like everything I have learned, it feels great. And my biggest one, Final Round doesn't exist anymore. I mean, it exists in a way, but Final Round only works on a precision kill, which is a precision shot actually, which is amazing. I mean, and fusion rifles actually. Fuck shotguns. Fusion rifles are amazing. They have made a comeback as well. I thoroughly enjoy using fusion rifles now, even though I main a sniper now. I've become quite a sniper, not to brag. Shotguns, they say, have been patched and balanced in a way. No offense to the developers, that's total crap shit. There's no way in hell shotguns have really been patched. I mean, for God's sake, you get a shotgun through a main story mission that gives you rangefinder and rifled barrel. And it comes to you at 300 damage. I mean, PvE, that's clearly going to be amazing. But in PvP, come on, rangefinder and rifled barrel. You literally gave every Guardian a shotgun that made Year 1 so annoying for most people. Ugh. But I honestly think that's them, trolling us a little bit. It feels But the Crucible is a more balanced place, and I enjoy that. Like, I really enjoy most of my time in the Crucible now. I enjoy more of my time, especially when Mayhem rolls around, whether it be Mayhem Rumble or Mayhem Clash. I haven't seen Mayhem Control yet, but that I assume a bunch of Mayhems, and that'll be fun. Mayhem is just fun. Moving on. I mean, from Crucible, I just bragging them about Crucible. I want to talk about the biggest thing that came to the Taken King, and that was the raid. The raid itself is all right. I mean, it feels like a mixture of Vault of Glass and Crota's End. It feels like Vault of Glass because it's very in depth, I guess you could say. I mean, there's many layers in a way to it, and each fight feels like each fight is essentially a puzzle. The totems, the War Priest, Golgoroth, and the daughters, and Oryx. They're all a puzzle, and it's fun to do that. It feels like Crota's End because it just feels like it lacks a little bit of an oomph. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoy the raid, but I just feel like it lacks something. I don't know what it is. I could be crazy and wrong, but I feel like it lacks something. Now, hard mode is a completely different story. Hard mode is just... Well, hard mode hasn't changed much. I mean, the War Priest fight is definitely different. Golgoroth... One person gets a self-destruct sequence in 6 seconds, and all they have to do is run away from everyone else. The daughters, well... The daughters are harder in terms of they have more health, and the damage reduction on the second daughter, if you kill the first one, really shows. It really shows. And then there's Oryx. The entire Oryx fight has been turned on its head, and I haven't beaten it yet. A couple of friends of mine who have been doing it with me, were just throwing our heads against the wall. Now I'm sure that people go, "It's not that hard. It's actually really easy. You guys are just really bad." Look, I'm sure we're bad right now. I mean, it's just we're getting used to it, and I'm not too threatened by it, so to say. I'm going to conquer it. Like, I'm going to beat that thing. But all in all, I feel that the King's Fall raid is really well done. I enjoyed the King's Fall raid. I enjoyed all the experiences I had in there. The loot system in the Vault in King's Fall is definitely as you would expect from a raid. And by that I mean absolutely frustrating. I mean, even after doing hard mode up to Oryx on 2 of my characters to just try and get gear to level up my Warlock. My Warlock is still only 308, and that sucks because you need to be at least 310 to really stand a chance against Oryx. And at 308, it's still a fight for survival. I'm sure there are people out there who don't know 308, but I'm not that MLG. I mean, I'm focusing to be more MLG in Crucible than I am in PvE. I'm looking to be a badass in PvE just as much as PvP, but right now all of my focus is on, wanting to be a complete badass in PvP. Off of the raid, another thing I really enjoyed was Eris. Now, this is going to sound weird. You enjoyed Eris? Yes. Because it's the final cutscene in the story mode that really brought something out in my head that I was sitting on, but really now has me thinking. It makes me feel that Eris Morn isn't exactly who we think she is. I don't know. I mean, Bungie, I feel you're doing something with Eris, and I like it. I really feel like you're scheming with Eris, and I really enjoy that. It's got me like really thinking of a bunch of different things. But whatever it turns out to be, I know it's going to be good. Because I know there's something about Eris that we do not know. Like, she is hiding something. Like, I never trusted her. I mean, she's got those 3 eyes. You can't trust people with 3 eyes because of psychic abilities and some bullshit. But no, but it's going to be a definite fun experience. Um, let's see what else is there. I mean, oh god, okay. Apologies, I blanked on this. What I'm really liking is the strike playlists and their ability to drop strike exclusive gear for different classes. That is definitely fun. Like Omnigo will drop a pulse rifle and a bond if you can kill her in the very first room you see her in towards her boss fight. Any of the Cabals can drop a Vision of Confluence Year 2 called Treads Upon Stars. Now the rolls are random, but it's still it's exactly like a Vision of Confluence. And the flares right here have the ability to drop their cloaks, or have the chance to drop their cloaks, which is really fun for a lot of people, especially my friend Guyz. He really loves his Void Cloak, and I've gotten all three. They're nice in a way, but I stick to my new Monarchy Exotic Cloak. definitely, really, it's definitely a fun thing to get the grind. It really gives us a new reason to grind because we want these exclusive strike gear. We want the perfect rolls and all that. If we don't get them, curse you, are Jesus. I'm gonna do it again for like an hour, and until you can get the right one. And it's really awesome because, like I said, it gives us a whole new reason to grind. Because, you know, now we have these rewards that are completely random, and we're gonna keep on trucking to try and get that perfect roll. And I honestly can't wait to get some of this stuff. I've gotten some of them, but the stuff I really want, I haven't gotten yet. Let's talk about, here's something I need to cover before, you know, this ends, since I'm rambling. Exotics. I would need to cover exotics. Now, a lot of Year 1's got Year 2 turnarounds. There's the Hawk Moon, Truth, Bad Juju, Red Death, Last Word, Suros Regime. Suros Regime being the only one that got a fucking different look. Invective, Fourth Horseman, and all that. Truth, Thunderlord. And then there's the new exotics. One of my favorites is the Sleeper Simulant. Now, a lot of people have mixed feelings about the Sleeper Simulant, but I feel Sleeper Simulant is amazing. Like, when you get it above 300 damage, that thing tears unbelievably amazing. It's unbelievable. Then there's the exotic swords. Now, this was amazing that we got swords, and exotic swords are amazing. My favorite is Boltcaster, which is the Arc 1, and it throws like a Destructiveness that tracks, and it hurts. Especially in PvP. There's the new sub, then there's the Chaperone, which is a shotgun from Tex Mechanica, same people as the makers of the Last Word. I like it, very fun to use. There's the first curse, falls under the same family of Tex Machinima. I have not acquired the first curse, but I've heard a lot of bad things about it. I'm gonna save that for, honestly, like, this is a full-length conversation. I'm saving that. The video is someone, you know, reaching its ending point, so I want to make a few other points. Exotic armors are nice. There are some nice and not so nice exotic armors. The subclasses, the new subclasses are absolutely amazing, though a lot of people are complaining that the Sunbreaker Titan is OP and really needs a nerf. I have mixed feelings about that. I'll be making another video about that here soon. Possibly, I'm going to be uploading it tomorrow, where I talk about exotic weapons, armors, and the subclasses. But this video is just an overall general synopsis of the Taken King and how much I honestly enjoyed it as a Year 1 veteran. And how much I enjoyed the change that it has brought to us. Bungie, I know you're not going to see this, but I just want to say Year 1 was a fun experience that was starting to wind down, and Year 2 has brought that breath of fresh air back into my lungs to keep me playing even more. I have thoroughly enjoyed Year 2, and I will continue to enjoy Year 2 as long as I can keep grinding for the gear until I get perfect rolls. The video's coming to an end, so I want to go ahead and thank all of you guys for sticking around, even though it's been 2 months since I was uploading anything. I'm going to get back into streaming as well. I mainly stream Destiny, but I will be getting back into Dark Souls 2. You know, making some videos and commentaries about that. Talking about Dark Souls 3. Talking about how I got to play the network stress test. That was definitely fun. Look forward for that. But, ladies and gentlemen, the as I said, video's coming to an end. And again, I want to thank all of you for sticking around with me. And I hope to have you guys riding behind me as we continue on into Destiny and any other game I choose to play. So, in
Nice work.
in ending, I guess. Take care of yourselves, my friends. And I'll see you in the next one.
More powerful than we realize. We better keep an eye on where the Cabal deploy those things. Who knows what their minds can do.